My name is Alicia Momin, and today I'm here to represent my whole group number two, for our project number two wireframe. So in this video, I'll be going through few main important things. One is what we have done in the P2 and P3. Second, what were the feedback we got from the P3, which we implemented in our P4 prototype. In the P4 prototype, I'll be discussing about what are the features we are focusing on and how they're gonna work, what are their meanings and everything. And lastly, I will go through the refined prototype which we got, which we did after the heuristic evaluation from the other group. So I'll first describe everything and then I'll go through the prototype and how the wireframe is working. So in the P2 and the P3, basically we came up with the idea of, showing a pop-up message to a user whether they wanna add the similar content in their feed or not, and based on their answers we are gonna show them some categories on their feed. If they'll click on the yes button, so they're gonna get a confirmation message, and based on the confirmation they can see that their academic mode is on because they were seeing academic education. However, in the P3, we got some feedback that a pop-up should be in the middle of the video, or either should be it should not be in the start, or it should not be at the end. It should be either in the middle of the video or few seconds after the starting of the video. So we fixed that one, and then we worked on our P3 suggestions, which was like a more category should be given to the user so they don't get distracted by any other videos or any other content. So based on that, we created a category on the home page. Like if a user will open the YouTube, once any user open the YouTube, they're gonna go to they will be seen a home page. They can see the home page. Based on the home page, what they're gonna see the different categories: music, education, or any other content categories. Clicking on a particular category will take them to a complete the will show them a complete content of that category. Let's say if I click on the education content, then it's gonna take me to the education content page, where I cannot get distracted by any other category videos such as entertainment or anything. um so this is what we did in the P3, but after doing more survey in our P3 in the exercise person, we got to know that and we asked user to sketch some diagram, so or some sketch some diagram or painting or do something, so we can get an idea about our P2 and P3 wireframe, or is there any other way we can improve the recommendation system of the YouTube. So based on that, we in project number four, what we came up with two more features, which were dynamic tag on the video. So what is dynamic tag on the video? If a user is watching a particular video, then they're gonna see some labels on the videos, which would be the label of the video, which would be education. Currently it's HCI, so it's HCI, it's a lecture, then it's gonna be ed lecture. Mode is basically like what mode a particular user is in, and which content and what user have selected for the mode. The difficulty level over here would define the difficulty of the content, either it's easy, hard, or intermediate, and duration would be define the meaning of the duration of that particular video. So, one thing which is different in the education content and any other entertainment content is the difficulty label. So, in the education content, you can see the difficulty. Difficulty will define the difficulty of the content. Like, is it easy for the user, or is it intermediate lecture? Is it hard lecture? However, if it's like however, if it's different genre of a person select an music content or music category, then Over here, it won't be difficulty, it would be genre. And based on the genre, it will tell which song is it. Since it was the pop music, then a user gonna see the genre and the pop music. Similarly for the movies, poetry, and everything. Next, we come up with the advanced filter option in which user can, see the labels. They can set the labels. They can search a particular video. Let's say a person wanna see, uh, search like computer user searches computer science lecture, but they want to define a label that I don't want to see everything in the computer science course or in the computer science lecture in the field of computer science. I don't want to see all of the content in the field of computer science, but I only want to see the content which are regarding to computer science artificial intelligence. If a person search AI over here, then they're going to see all of the content regarding AI, not system security, or not regarding networking or like that courses. Over here it's education content, so you can see the different difficulty mode level over here. A person can set the duration over here, what minimum minutes they want to see, maximum minutes they want to see. Mode would be over here what mode they are in. Either they want to have a focus mode, completely focus on the education. They want to have a relax mode, which is for the music entertainment or any kind of that. Similarly, this were the main feature we came up with, and they were after completing our wireframe, we basically, oh, one thing which I missed was in the entertainment, instead of difficulty, it would be the genre. You can see over here that it's not difficult, it's a genre. A person can add how many genre they wanna watch and how many content genre they wanna see. After getting done with our evaluation, after getting done with our prototype or high fidelity wireframe, we talked to another group for the heuristic evaluation, and based on their heuristic evaluation, they basically gave us 6 issues within our 5 frame, which we fixed, and we try to make sure that it is helping user and helping their experience as well. First thing first was there was an inconsistent label within the video. So over here, I will show you one error, which is I'll be going through the prototype in the end, so don't worry about that one, but I'll go through that deeply. Over here, you can see the label over here are inconsistent. Can you see the lecture is larger than the HC and the education one? So what we did, we basically make all of our labels equally in the size and everything. The other problem with our prototype was, let's say if a user wanna reset all of the filters, and let's say user wanna apply the filters, how user gonna know that they have applied the filters or not, and how they're gonna know that they have reset the filter or not. So for that, we came up with 2 more buttons, the apply button and the reset button. So this will help user to apply the filters easily, and they can also reset all of the filters they have chose. um one of the concern for this was that a person should also get the confirmation when they're applying the filter and when they're resetting the filter, and they should also get the confirmation that they have applied the filters successfully. So, one, two things. For resetting and applying the button, when they will click on the apply, it will show whether do you want to apply the buttons or not, such as like this. This will prevent the errors. If a person will click on yes, it would be good. It will show him or her the confirmation message that you have successfully applied the filter. But let's say if a user wanna, reset all of the filters, and they're gonna click on the no button, reset all of the filters, then click on the yes button, so they can see all of the reset filters. These were the 4 things which particularly um other group mentioned. And one of the most important thing which they also mentioned was, let's say if a user wanna just delete one filter instead of resetting all of the filters, so what they're gonna do, we provided them an other feature so that they can remove single filters over here. They can click on the delete button over here and they can easily delete that particular a filter. Now I will go through the prototype and we'll discuss that in deeply that what we have done in our P4 prototype. First, I'll go through the P4 prototype and then I'll show the refined prototype. I'm back again. And now we will go through the P4 prototype before getting our heuristic evaluation done. So in this video, I will go through the P4 features which we showed was one, the dynamic tags on the video and the labels basically, and other was the advanced filter. Let's say if a person click on the education content, they want to see the education content, then they can see the labels over here, that the mode level, difficulty level, duration level, and the mode level. I'm not going to go through this deeply because in the previous video I have already discussed about the purpose of these label in detail. A person can see the label in the particular video that this video is a lecture, that is, it's about the HCI and it's an education content. Similarly, the mode was fixed and the duration over here is 559 and the difficulty level is intermediate. Next thing was the advanced filter thing. If a person click on this three buttons, which is for the advanced filter, then they're gonna see the label, duration, difficulty, and the what mode they want to see. They can search. They can apply a particular filter, what they want to see. Let's say I want to keep a difficulty level as easy, then they can see the easy one. Let's say intermediate one, then we're gonna see the intermediate one. Let's say the hard one, then they're gonna see the hard content. But this is only for the academic mode. But let's say that a person want to see some entertainment content, which is movie or maybe religion or music or anything. Let's say person want to see music, then they're gonna see all of the content regarding music. They won't get any distraction of by having any recommendation of the education. You can see that there is no education content over here, and they will not see any education content over here. Over here, one thing which is difficult in the dynamic tags and the dynamic label is that they don't in the entertainment content, a user not gonna see the difficulty level. They're gonna see the genre over here, which is over here the pop music. Similarly for the filter one, over here they're gonna see the genre instead of the difficulty. All of the filter will remain same, and they're gonna see the genre over here, which is this. So this is what we did in our P4. I'll go through now. I will go through how we have refined our prototype after getting the heuristic evaluation done from the other group, and based on their feedback, we they and on their recommendation, we came up with the new designs and we try to improve the design as much as we can to help the user and to help them in a good experience. Thank you. Um, this video is for the heuristic evaluation prototype, the one we refined after getting the heuristic evaluation. One problem which they discovered was the inconsistency of the labels, which we fixed in this video. You can see that all of the labels are of the same size and everything. Now moving forward towards another problem which they told us was the advanced filtered advanced search filter basically. One of the issue was they wanted us to, they wanted us to get any kind of a confirmation once they apply the filter. They want to reset all of the filters, and they also want to see to prevent the error, they also want us to show them a pop-up confirmation message, whether we want to apply the filter or whether we want to reset the filter. And once the filter are applied, they also want to get the confirmation that you have successfully applied the filter. But the main feature over here was to see to basically apply the filter one at a time and once at all. Second issue which they told us about was they want to see what a mode is. They got confused by what is mode over here. So for that they wanted us to come up with a tooltip which described the different kind of the mode. For that what we did, we created a tooltip which gonna describe all of the kind of a different type of a mode a user can search, and they can come up with a different mode as well as much as they want to. But this is kind of an example for them to see what a different kind of mode would look like. Now I will apply the filter and we'll see how does our refined prototype work. Let's say I searched the HCI label. I kept the difficulty level as easy and mode to be focused one. I applied the filter. I click on the apply button. It will show me, do you want to apply the filters? If I click on no, then it's gonna it will go back to the previous page. Again, I need to apply the filter, the labels, the difficulty easy, and the mode to be fixed. Apply it. If I'll apply the filters and click on the yes button, it will show me the confirmation that you have successfully applied the filter. And after clicking on done, you can see that the labels, the advanced filter has been applied. But let's say I want to delete one filter at a time. I just want to keep the mode, I want to keep the label. So what I will do, I'll just click on the delete button right in front of that particular filter, which is let's say I applied the easy level over here in our filter, but I want to delete it now. If I click on the delete button, it will went away. Similarly for the I just want to keep the label for HCI one, and I want to remove the focus. I want to remove the focus label too. I'll delete it and it will go back to the previous position. Let's say I want to reset all of the filters. So for that, I'll click on the reset button. It will give me the confirmation to so the user prevent any kind of a error. If I'll click on yes, I want to remove the filter, then it's gonna be like remove all of the filter and will bring me back to the previous position where the advanced filter was. This will work similarly for the entertainment content as well, but in that one the difficulty level would be won't be there, but it would be the genre. So this is what we did in our refined prototype after getting our evaluation done from an other group. So thank you everyone, and in future we are also if we further continue this project like in another course, then we are definitely looking forward to implement AI in this project, so a user can see the better recommendation based on their preferences, based on what they want. Um so yeah, thank you so much everyone, take care.